Sorry, I know I'm live. I'm like trying to fix my lighting because it's like way too bright on my face. All right, what is up, everybody? Glad to have you guys here. Let me get my chat window open because I know y'all are about to hop in with some crazy questions. So let me get that ready. No, I don't need to do that. I need to open this and mute myself. Okay. So we're going to get started here in just a second. Dank's already in saying, let's do this. He's been ready. He's been waiting for it. That's pretty funny. All right, so we're going to get started here in just a second. As always, guys, if you're watching the replay, you can go ahead and skip on forward if you like to get to the questions and stuff like that. But per usual, we do updates. We do information that you might be concerned with or interested in learning. So definitely pay attention if you're interested in that. But so to get into the announcements and stuff like that, basically, guys, we had an awesome week. Let me pull my chair up. I just realized how low my chair was. Get it? Oh, yeah. Okay, much better. Now I don't feel like I'm like halfway down the camera. Okay. So we've had an interesting week so far. I just did one-on-one training with someone who flew in from Boston. So yeah, that was crazy. We went from 8 a.m. today till about 6 p.m. We literally finished at 6 p.m. I think we took like a 45-minute break for lunch. That was about it. So it's been a long day already. You guys might be able to tell my eyes look a little tired, but that's like actually my everyday look. So Dank, what's going on? Nicholas, what's up, man? Sen, glad to have you here. I figured all the norms would be in on time and ready to go, ready to ask questions. We're going to go through, we've had a lot of really good questions come through the group today. I'm pretty sure some people posted some more questions, so we're definitely going to go through that. But next week, I don't know if you guys have signed up for this. It's kind of your last chance to do it. Next week, I will be in Atlanta speaking at the Digital Summit. So like I've been doing the last couple of weeks, I'm going to show you guys what this is. Let me pull it up real quick before I just shoot y'all over to my digital. And this is something that, again, they do it all across the country. So you guys need to be paying attention to these events. And when they come to your area, they're great networking events. Again, I don't make any money off of this. So this is just something that, you know, I'm doing because I want to get more into a speaker role, or, you know, I want to add that to my list of things that I do. Okay, so you guys can see here, this is the Digital Summit. So if you guys are interested in this, again, I'll be speaking here next week on Tuesday, which is the 22nd. My speaking time was actually moved from 3:30 to 4 o'clock. So if you go to speakers in the Atlanta area, if you're in this area, can make the trip, you can see, yay, Jordan gets to speak. I'm surprised they actually put me like so high up towards the top. Like there's all these other people that are speaking, but I got to be closer to the top, and it's my first time speaking. So again, I'm really pumped about all of this. I'm doing a 30-minute talk on Facebook ads and running Facebook ads for basically any business, because we're talking about building Facebook ad funnels. So this is going to be a really cool event. It is more expensive now if you didn't buy tickets earlier, but you can still obviously buy tickets if you like. If you're curious about the price, just to see what this is like, I want to give you guys an update, not an update, but just a little quick tidbit. If you're looking to go to this, if you get your ticket early, it's like literally, I think like a third or half the cost. So if you like start looking at these events as they come next year, you can get into these a lot earlier. As I mentioned last week, we're looking into Social Media Marketing World, hosted by Digital Marketer, I believe. There's a ton of different events we're looking at doing next year. There's going to be Social Media Day in Jacksonville that I'm already applied to and ready to go for them. I'll be doing Digital Summit again. I'm hopefully going to be coming to different areas across the country pretty soon to speak. Because they told me as long as I do well at my first event here in Digital Summit Atlanta, that I can speak at a bunch of different conferences that they host across the country. So if we actually do this right here, we can just take away Atlanta and go to Digital Summit. We got to get rid of tickets. I think it shows all of their different conferences around the country, like all of the ones they have. So they have Portland coming up, Tampa coming up, Minneapolis coming up. All of these are coming up. You can see, obviously, Atlanta's next week. They do Philadelphia, Boston, Minneapolis, Washington, Detroit. So I could be coming to a city near you very, very, very soon. And hopefully that'll give us a chance to meet in person, and I'll have some fans in the audience. But anyways, that is basically it for Digital Summit Atlanta. Just wanted to show you guys that. Isiaga. I think that's how you say that name. I'm not really sure how to say that, so tell me if I got that wrong, but what's up, man? Dank, will we be able to watch this live? You won't be able to watch it live, but I am recording my talk, so you can check it out on my YouTube channel when we get that up. Mike's Junk says Ryan Hildreth probably. I'm pretty sure he wrote a comment earlier this week, like bashing Ryan Hildreth. It was pretty funny. But all right, since we got about 12 people in the chat, more will come in. Oh, we got 14 now, so more will come in. So what I do want to tell you guys, as always, we are doing a digital marketing mentorship course giveaway. Last week we did 5 because we hit 5K subscribers on YouTube. We're growing very quickly, so I'm going to imagine that we hit that 10K mark in the next few, like 3 to 5 months. So we'll be doing another big giveaway when we hit 10K, obviously. But we did 5 mentorship course giveaways last Thursday. So we're probably going, I don't know. It's been a hell of a week this week, and I've been super pumped. We've got a lot of sales. It's been a record week because we're increasing the course price. So that's another update you guys should be aware of. In the next 30 days, we're going to be increasing the course price from $3.99 to $5.99. So you're going to want to make sure you get in ASAP if you haven't gotten in yet. There's a payment plan. The payment plan is going to be increasing in price as well. That'll probably be around $300, maybe $350 per month for 2 months. So you guys are definitely going to want to get in before the price goes up. Just letting you know, like, we're raising the price because students tell us how valuable it is. You guys will not believe how many students get in and they're like, dude, I would have paid $6.99, $5.99, $7.99 for this course because of the difference it provides between someone like Ty Lopez's course and ours. So anyways, getting past promotion, let's go ahead and jump into the mentorship program really quick. Let me get this up. We're going to start answering some questions that people have had. But let me, all right, share my screen. We'll get that going and we'll be good to go. All right. So if you guys haven't joined this group yet, you definitely need to join this group. And basically, if you haven't joined this group, I'm just saying right now, you're missing out on one of the best free resources out there because we release content on a regular basis. Derek's one of my students. He's constantly updating content on his journey, telling you his learning experiences, things that he learned, things that he, made mistakes on, stuff like that. There's all kinds of people asking questions on a regular basis. So if you guys, and then not to mention just the encouragement that it provides. People always tell me, Jordan, I'm, trying to figure out what I can do to stay fired up about this and stay motivated with my business. It's hard when I see failure, which I totally get, guys. You're going to see failure at some point. Okay. Trust me. Like, it didn't just happen overnight like this. And all of a sudden I was some digital marketing genius. And I'm not even saying that, I'm intelligent when it comes to digital marketing, but there's still a ton that I can learn. Okay. Like, just like you guys, I learn every single day in this industry. So just keep that in mind and use this as a avenue for you to vent if you need to. Like, we have people who come on here and vent about their, their mistakes and things that they did. Things that they did that were, I guess, troubling to them or that pissed them off about customers. You're allowed to come here and vent. That's totally okay. That's what we're here for. We are not only a informational group, but we're a support group for you as well. So make sure you join this group, Serial Entrepreneurs, SMMA, and Digital Marketing Agency Help Group. I know it's a long name. We did that kind of on purpose because, again, we're a little more goofy than the average channel. And again, just remember, here's the YouTube link. Here's the course link. If you're looking to get in, we are raising that price from $3.99 to $5.99 very soon. Obviously, we'll still run promotions and discounts and stuff like that occasionally, but, you might as well get it in while it's the cheapest it will ever be again, instead of waiting till later. The last update I want to share with you guys is the fact that we are creating a personal branding course. We had a meeting on Monday of this week with Maxwell Finn and Jeremy Adams going into the personal branding course. So if you guys are looking to start something like that, create a YouTube channel, start some sort of online business where you're selling a passion that you have, we will be releasing that soon. All right, guys, that's it for the updates. Let's go into some of these questions. And again, you can watch, these videos later if you like, but let's get into some of the questions that people are actually having. There's been a lot that have been really good. Like this question right here was actually a pretty good conversational piece that I got to have with, someone who had questions about running a promotion. So we're going to go into that. But first, let's start off with the questions that we have right in front of us. So one of the first questions, and we actually covered this in the Marketing Agency Padawans group, the mentorship program that I talk about. We covered one of these topics this week. But his first question is, what do you believe is typically the most effective way to reach out to companies? Cold calling, emailing them, meeting in person. So let's go into this a little bit. Cold calling is pretty good. if you have a script set up and you're comfortable with overcoming objections on the phone. I don't like cold calling personally because it's just not my favorite method of reaching out to people. I don't like the fact that, you have to be able to think on the spot right there on the phone. Not that I'm not good at that. It's just, it makes it more difficult to get that person to set a meeting with you if they're trying to, give you 151 questions on the phone. Next thing is going to be emailing them. Emailing them is a great way to get help or not to get help, but to get your message across to people and at the same time provide them some value. So just keep in mind, I actually just released a video. So if you go to my YouTube channel, we'll show you that real quick. All right, so when we go here, it's going to take, there it is. Hey, there we go. Okay, so this top 4 cold email templates, these right here, you can actually get all the templates emailed to you if you like, but these email templates are perfect to use not only for email marketing, but for business, but for Facebook Messenger as well. You don't only, they're not only useful for email marketing, you can use the same copy that we use in those email templates to get people via Facebook Messenger as well. Okay. Hey, how come you don't advertise your course like a lot of other people do? Dank, I do it right now. See, here's the thing you guys have to take into consideration. When I'm making money with this course, there's only so much money that I make in a month, right? And then I have to pay for content creation. I have to pay for designers. I have to pay for admins because this isn't the only business that I run. So you have to keep in mind and keep, take into consideration that when it comes to adding an extra budget for Facebook ads and Instagram ads on top of, speaking events, I do in-person trainings like I did today, that takes up a lot of time, right? So you have to understand that we only have so much budget to work with per business. So that is like last month we hit a record in sales. This month we're probably going to hit a new record in sales because our business is up 81% this month in revenue. So once we reach certain business goals with revenue, then we plan to start advertising more on Facebook and Instagram, but not until we hit that much. Plus we're doing a bunch of other partnerships and content collaborations. There's just only so much money in the bucket. And that's, a really big part of understanding a client, understanding a business that you're working with, and, being able to utilize the tools and resources you have. Like we do enough with our Facebook traffic, our blog traffic, our SEO traffic in general to get, above $10,000 a month, almost approaching right at this point. We'll be probably hitting like $15,000 to $18,000 this month, all off of free traffic. I want you guys to understand that this is unpaid ads. We just set up our YouTube ads platform today. So we're getting ads started there. And I want to run more ads on YouTube than I do Facebook because most of my traffic comes from Facebook, right? So we're going to focus where our traffic really is. And where we get most of our sales from. But eventually, like I mentioned, we will break into the other platforms. We just, it comes down to, I need to make sure that I use my budget the best way possible. And so that's what I choose to use it on, is YouTube, creating content, creating a quality channel. And here's the next biggest part of where I want my money to go. The biggest mistake that I learned, or not learned, that I figured out about Ty Lopez's course and a lot of these other courses is that their customer support is slacking. People who buy from them don't necessarily, feel like they get the best actual support from the person they're buying a course from. They have questions that never get answered. And that's a big concern to me. I want to make sure that you guys get your questions answered. That's why we do these live events. That's why, we're working on getting people hired who are digital marketing experts that can answer questions inside the course outside of myself. We're doing partnerships with other big names. There's just a lot going on. So to answer that question in a long roundabout way, that's really it. Devin, what's going on, man? Devin is actually the guy I was doing the in-person training with today. Sheldon, what's going on, buddy? Happy to have you guys here. I'm surprised Devin is on because we had a long day today. You guys should have seen him after. It was like I don't know, what is 8 to 12? That's, what is that, 4 hours minus about 45 minutes. So it was about a 9.5-hour section. It was a long session, or it was about 8:30, I guess, when he got here. But either way, it was a long session. And when you're training and learning multiple different things from marketing strategy to customer or competitor analysis, audience information and research, it's just a lot to learn. So props to you, Devin, for showing up to the live event. All Ryan does is make courses to sell. He has like 4 of them, no real content. He made all his money from BitConnect. Truth to that. What would you suggest instead of cold calling? Instead of cold calling, again, I recommend email marketing. I recommend Facebook messaging and meeting in person, networking, stuff like that. I prefer to get people sent my way than having to go out and do the actual finding of, you know, potential new customers. Just works better. The next question we want to go into is if/when you meet with them in person, what dress code do you usually follow? And I'm going to give you guys, here's what I'm actually going to do right now. I'm going to give you guys a preview of the lesson we went over today or this week in the mentorship program. So that way you guys get a taste of why this course is so great. Let me see. It was actually a very funny video as well. So I had a lot of fun with it. So here's what we're going to go into about dressing professionally. So this is seriously a straight up from my lesson in the mentorship program that we had this week. To be completely honest, at some point you can choose to wear what you'd like to the meetings you have with potential clients. At this point, I'm super confident in my personal ability to land clients and to sell and what my agency is able to do. So I don't mind going into the meeting in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and my serial entrepreneur hat. For me, it kind of adds that extra flair. They're like, oh, you have a YouTube channel where you do this. So for me, I'm more comfortable doing that. But I didn't start out this way. Going to a meeting, into a meeting like this came about when I built up a reputation for my business and my ability to help other businesses with regards to marketing. So here's some notes about the way you should dress. The best recommendation I can give is to dress similarly to your audience. So what I mean is if, for example, you're meeting with a lawyer, they typically dress super professionally, right? In a suit. All right. So it would be a good idea for you to wear a suit as well if you have it. But if not, then dress casual is fine too. Here's the thing, guys. You don't want them to feel superior to you. But at the same time, you don't want someone to feel superior or inferior to you. So you don't want someone to feel superior or inferior. So superior meaning you don't want this attorney to feel better dressed and more confident than you. You want to have about the same confidence level. So if they're wearing a suit, it makes sense for you to wear a suit as well. But if you have someone who is, if they run a construction company, then you don't want to wear a suit, right? You're going to make them feel uncomfortable or out of place. That's just something you don't want to do. You always want them to feel comfortable with the person they're meeting with. The best way to do that is to mimic what they wear. So wear dress casual, something like khakis and a button-down shirt, or even just a collared shirt with some boat shoes, or, some casual dress shoes will work perfect in this situation. You don't want to, put on a hard hat and wear like a flannel shirt and overalls. That's not how you want to go into this meeting. And I'm not saying that even construction people wear that. Like, you wouldn't want to go get your Georgia boots on and some Dickies, like some khaki Dickie work pants. And that's like, you don't want to go in like that, but you don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. So usually dress casual is a happy medium. But again, don't dress superior to them. Don't dress inferior to them. Right. My recommendation is to wear clothing that is considered business casual at the very least. So if you don't have a suit and you can't go into the lawyer in a suit, that's fine. Don't go out and spend $500 to $1,000 on a suit. So let's define business casual for those of you who are unfamiliar with what that means. Basically, again, a collared shirt or a button down, khaki pants or slacks. Slacks can be just nice dress pants. A belt that matches, oh my God, match your socks with your belt. Match your pants with your belt, okay? Don't get a dark black belt and then, actually you're supposed to match your belt to your shoes. So if you have brown shoes, you should be wearing a brown belt. Same with the socks. Do you get where I'm going here? So brown belt, brown shoes, brown socks, black belt, black shoes, black socks. Make sense? If you feel like a tie is appropriate, wear a tie. Boat shoes, these are like, wow, I'm going to blank on the name right now. We'll get to these in just a second when I remember the name. Dress shoes. I have a pair right upstairs and I can't even remember the name of them right now. Dress shoes are really good. You can get, obviously the kind with the nice sole, black leather, brown leather, whatever. Dress casual shoes don't really have like the super, shine to them. They don't have like the crazy heel or crazy designs on them. They're just very casual. Okay. No tennis shoes, no flip-flops. And then of course, dress socks if you have them. I know Highland Creek is a version of boat shoes. They're like a cheaper version. I don't know why I can't remember the version that I wear. It starts with a C and I can't get it off the tip of my tongue, but that's basically it. Chipper, hush. Sorry, my dog is going crazy right now. Another thing is just to be well groomed. That's another no-brainer. You want to make sure your beard is good, that your hair is nice. Don't be, where did I say? I think I put on here the reincarnation of Jesus. Like, you shouldn't have super long hair. Women, if you're watching, another big tip for you women, pull your hair back, okay? Actually, here's where it says it. If you're a guy, you should not look like the reincarnation of Jesus. Bro flow was cool in college, kind of. Chop that off and show them you can take care of your outward appearance. Ladies, it's best to keep your hair pulled back because, again, if you're sitting there flipping your hair out of your face or pulling it out of your eyes or adjusting your hair every 5 seconds, that's super, super distracting. Again, with selling something, you want to keep people interested in your product or service, building momentum towards the final sale, right? So to do that, you shouldn't be distracting them with things like pulling your hair, no chewing gum, stuff like that. So this is a preview of 10 things that we went into of what to do and what not to do in the meeting. Just another reason why you should get in the course. Cool thing is Sperry's. Jesus, I could not remember Sperry's. B. Buick, thank you. I could not remember that. I don't know why I thought it started with a C. Anyways, you guys, it's Sperry's. Those are the brand that a lot of people wear. There's also some called Highland Creek. There's a bunch of different kinds. So these are the 10 tips that we went into. If you guys want more access to this document, you can jump in the course and you actually get it because we leave videos up for a specific amount of time. So let's get back in this. Good question, Alexander Mills. I hope he wrote more questions on here because he said he had more and I could get to them in the live meeting. I might have to just pull up the chat conversation that he had later. But I'm going to get to some other people's questions too. Let me see. Okay. What also, do you have any advice for choosing the right industry for your SMMA? Bjoik, it should be something that you are confident with, something that you already have maybe some experience or some background knowledge with. But you never want to pick a niche that you just have no clue about or you're not interested in whatsoever. It makes it hard to create content for it, especially if you're a newer agency and you have to come up with the content, the posts, stuff like that. You're going to want to do something that you're actually interested in. Just makes it all easier. I'm running a lead gen campaign on Facebook. I'm on day 4 with 280 impressions, no leads. Plan with client is run for 7 days. Should I be concerned that there are no leads yet? I'll put it to you like this. Lead gen campaigns are very difficult, Sen, to run if your lead form isn't built properly, if your copy isn't built properly, it could be your audience. I mean, there's a lot that could be wrong with that lead gen campaign. It usually comes down to the offer, though. Here's what I've learned the most. If your offer is not enticing enough, I'm not going to give you my information. So I would maybe consider looking at your offer and seeing what, if it's really something that you would give your information up to, and really ask yourself, is this something that I personally would give my information up for to receive? Is it really valuable enough to give you my time and my effort and my personal information? Hey, I'm tired of hanging out with people who aren't driven or lack a mindset for success. How or where can I connect with people in person with a similar mindset? Dank, one of the best things you can do, is actually go to something called a BNI event. BNI is where, so actually you guys can see these questions. A BNI event is Business Networking Initiative or International, one of those two. Anyways, they are a networking group where it is all people who are concerned about their business. Outside of that, like Sen said, meetup groups are good. You can find mastermind groups. You can find people who are in entrepreneurship. There are the Chamber of Commerce. That is a great meeting place as well because it's all people, again, focused on building their business. That's really what you want to do. You want to find groups where people are focused on building their business because they're in a similar mindset or a similar lifestyle that you are. So they're people that, again, they're looking to do the same thing that you are. And that's really what it comes down to. I'm no expert, but I'd say you just have to isolate yourself and be self-driven. I'm a 20-year-old in college, and all of my friends do is party. So I just isolate myself and learn as much as possible. Brandon, I got to say, that's big props to you, man. I wish I did less partying in college. I was very driven. I actually just didn't sleep a lot when I was in college. I did my social life plus ran businesses. So, there was definitely room for improvement. I will say that I definitely could have spent more time learning and more time improving my skill sets. So, I just want to say props to you. That's really cool, man. Let me see here. Okay, let's get into this post. This was a really interesting post right here too. And Sen, this kind of goes with your question. You were asking about lead gen ads, and lead gen ads are very difficult, again, if you're not offering the right promotion. So let's just look at a bunch of these replies that we had here on this conversation and talk about this guy's ad. So he says, I recently posted for this page who had 500 page likes. Now they have around 1,000. Should I use paid advertising to promote the contest or just leave it? I am running a 15% off promotion through June, and they get around 1,000 cars per week. Here's the link to that post. So he said, I'm not using emails for this, but I am posting in comments and on page to retarget. I said, how qualified are the leads that the page received? Also, promotions are all about the first time offer for new customers. If your offer isn't really worth it, then I'm not going to claim it, nor am I going to give you my information to claim it. I'd consider doing a bigger percentage for those first time buyers. I'd also run it as an offer, like an actual offer. You can build offers on Facebook so people can claim their promo and hold on to it throughout the week, or run it to a landing page to collect leads for email retargeting. Evan says, yes, I was going to post the promotion once a week throughout the month. And I tried getting a higher percentage, but 15 was the middle of the road. He also, so he got into the point where the winner gets a $500 gift card. So that's actually something super enticing. Like if I have a car and I'm wanting car washes, 500 car wash, that's like car washes for a year, right? So I'm super interested in this contest already. Okay, and that's a big thing. Again, this is the offer that they're giving away to the contest winner. The 15% is what everybody else gets if they enter the contest. He's going to offer that discount to everybody who enters. And then we talked about, just a little bit of a budget, what kind of budget he should run for this specific type of campaign. So he said, do you think a $100 ad budget would work? And do you think a $100 ad budget would work for what you are saying? He said, and I know I'm just trying to see if I can get similar results with this campaign and do it as cheap as possible. I said I'd probably do at least $150 to $200, spend about $100 to $150 driving traffic to the landing page, and about $50 to $100 on engagement ads. So you want to get people to like and share and comment on the post, because again, the more organic engagement you get, the more free results or free traffic you're going to get to that ad. Why? Because people find it relevant. So that's a super important part about running these ads, is understanding, okay, what is going to be a good ad budget for a contest? Anytime you're running a contest, you never want to do anything less than $100. But again, if you're in a highly competitive industry in a maybe very populated city, then it's going to be something that you actually want to spend a little bit more money on, because you have more people to potentially reach. And it's also more competitive, like I mentioned. Let me see here. Let's get a different type of... So a lot of people are talking about, same thing. I made a Facebook ad campaign and the goal of it is a direct sale. I got 7.5% click-through rate and it's good, but still only 3 calls and no sales. So practically it's an unsuccessful campaign. What should I do? Number one is the offer, whatever you're offering them to click and call in. The other thing is he says he's offering a direct sale. So I want to show you guys something here really quick. This is actually going to be for my speaking engagement next week. This is our Facebook ads funnel. And this is how you should actually be building out your ad funnels. I would bet that person is probably running just a one-off ad. And what we teach in the digital marketing school over at Serial Entrepreneur Academy, that you can find in the description below, is how to actually run Facebook ad funnels. All right, this is super important. And if you're not running your Facebook ads this way, then you're missing out on the best way to really run Facebook ads. So let's talk through this really quick. And actually, what I want to do is I'm going to go through the exact same example that I gave Devin earlier today. So I'm actually going to stop sharing my screen really quick. Hang on one sec. And I'm going to show you guys something that I showed him earlier today. I'm going to grab my whiteboard. All right. So hopefully I can get all this in the screen. Perfect. All right, cool, guys. So you might not be able to see my head here for a second. That's okay. Grab my marker. All right, so what I want to show you guys is the idea of building a sales funnel. And let me make sure I actually get the questions up. So I'm going to show you guys how we build funnels. So there's 3 steps to the sales process. All right, this is our funnel, right? This is where they make a purchase. So at the top, we have awareness. In the middle, we have consideration. At the bottom, we have conversion. Okay, and I'm going to go through some specific examples in this, some how you want how you want to drive your ads, how you want to build your retargeting campaign, stuff like that. So what I want you to be aware of is with awareness itself, right? This is the top of funnel section of your sales funnel, basically. All right, what you need to do here is you're building awareness about a specific product, about a service. All right, so if you're talking about a car wash, you want to start off with ads about your car wash. This can be a video that's just funny about someone going through a car wash and like maybe leaving their windows down. That would get someone super interested. Like it would be pretty expensive to record because that might ruin someone's car. But if they have a junker car that they don't mind taking through that car wash, that dude, I'm telling you right now, that will get a ton of traction to that car wash. Okay. So up here, let's say we have an audience of around 2,000 people, all right, that we actually get to view this ad. We get an impression audience of about 2,000 people. Let me move this light. That should help a little more. All right, so we get an impression audience of about 2,000 people. Up here, what we're doing is say we're running a video. So the objective is video views. Okay, so we're going to run video views as our campaign objective. But with this same ad, what we're also going to do is we're going to run a traffic ad. And we'll even run an engagement ad. All right, so why would we want to run all three of these ads on this one video? The reason why is because video views optimizes the campaign for people who are likely to actually watch video, okay? So these people that it's showing it to have actually, spent a lot of time watching video ads on Facebook. The traffic ad, okay, if we're doing a traffic ad, what are we trying to do? We're trying to push them to the site or to the landing page, aka ClickFunnels. This is where they're going to claim the offer or maybe, get something from working with your business, visit your website, whatever, page you're trying to get them to. The engagement ad, what this does is this adds obviously likes, comments, and shares. Now, why is it important to have all three? With video views, if you have a video, let me ask you something. And I want to see some yes or no's on this question because seriously, I want you guys to prove it to yourselves and to everybody else on this video. But if you're watching a video and you see a video that has like 30 views versus a video that has maybe 10,000 or 100,000 views, are you likely to watch that video with 51 views, or are you going to watch that video, maybe the same type of topic with 100,000 plus views, right? And even in a local market, you're not necessarily trying to get to 100,000 plus, but maybe, 10,000 views, 5,000 views. That does a lot more than 51 views. So what it does is it adds that trust factor, that credibility factor to that video. It says, okay, people have watched this video, so maybe I should watch it too. Otherwise, if I'm scrolling through and I see that 51 views, I'm less likely to watch that video. Again, traffic is going to take them to the landing page or to the website where you're actually trying to convert them. Engagement adds that social proof, again, with comments, likes, shares, all of that. So again, let me ask you something. If I asked you if you were going to watch that video with 51 views on it, how likely are you to watch, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not likely, 10 being very likely, how likely are you to watch this 51 view video versus this 10,000 or 100,000 plus view video? You're much more likely to watch this 100,000 plus views video. Same thing with the engagement, and a post with a lot of likes, shares, comments, and a bunch of different reactions. So likes, the hearts, maybe it's the the wow face or the happy face, the laughing face, whatever. As long as it has some of that plus some comments and some shares, then you're gonna get better engagement with that video. All right, so at the top level, again, we're all about creating awareness now up here. Now let me break this down even further. So out of those 2,000 people that viewed it or reached, actually that viewed it, here's what we're gonna build our retargeting audience off of. So out of 2,000 people that watched it, we're gonna retarget people who watched 50% or more. All right. People who watch 50% of our awareness level video or more, we're going to retarget them with more ads at the consideration stage. All right. So what types of ads are we sending at the consideration stage? Basically, these are going to be things like testimonials. It's going to be something like the top 5 reasons you want to use this, this product or this service. It could be an awareness, or not an awareness, but an authority related ad. So maybe some awards you've received for your business or for your product or service. It could be something like getting published in BuzzFeed or on a major publication, maybe a local publication like we have in Atlanta. We have the AJC, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. So maybe you got published in the AJC. That could be a big reason, you know, for people to actually trust your ad, right? It's adding that consideration phase. What does consideration mean? It means you're considering whether you want to buy that product or not. That's what this whole phase is, but you have to make them aware. You have to reach them. So at this level, you're running, you know, you can even run reach and brand awareness campaigns at this level. They're more cost effective because they're cheaper to run, right? So you could run a combination of 5 different ad objectives for one ad just to get that message across properly. And then you'll want to break down your budget accordingly. But that's basically the top level here. Then we move them into this part where they watch 50% or more of this first video, right? All right, so now we know they're somewhat interested because they watch 50% or more. So what you want to do now is, now that you have this audience of, so say out of the 2,000 people, we have, let's say 500 people who watched 50% or more of this first video, okay? So out of that 500 people, and this is actually being kind of generous, I'm just doing, you know, 500 for the purpose of easy math, but out of that, we got 500. So we got roughly 25% of all of our people watched 50% or more. Now they're still in the consideration phase, right? They're still right here. So what do we do after the consideration phase? Well, now we need to run another type of ad to people who watched this video. So say we do a video on like the 5 tips, all right? 5 tips, or not 5 tips, but 5 reasons. So let me erase that. 5 reasons it's awesome, right? So that's our video right there. All right. At this level, now what we're needing to do is retarget this audience. So we have 5 reasons it's awesome. That's a video, you know, that let's say it's just like 2 minutes or 3 minutes long. We do a quick snippet video that's super interesting and engaging and talks about our service and why it's better than any other service, right? So out of this audience of 500, we're going to target people who watched 75% or more. All right. And why is this important? Number one, I want you to notice something. Our audience is getting smaller. We're working down to people who are going to be more likely to buy from our product or service. Okay. So we've worked from 2,000 down to 500. Now we're going to segment that audience down even further. And let's say out of that 500 people, we get 50 people to watch 75% or more. So 50 people watch 75% or more of this video, right? Now, let's say out of those 50 people, we get them to, you know, they go online and they claim like a promotion, like this video right here directs them to our website where we have, let's say like a 10% off your first purchase or whatever. You know, that could be something that you're offering them to go there. Or you could just, you know, be offering them a straight link to set their appointment today. You don't even have to offer them a promotion. It's kind of up to you. You're going to want to play with the strategy a little bit. For every business, it's a little different. But at this level, you could offer a promotion, or again, you could just offer them a link to go purchase their thing now, or buy a gift card, or do something where they're making a purchase, right? What we do now is the people who watch 50%, but didn't make a purchase, what we're going to do is we're going to offer this 50 people a special offer, right? So we've made it to the conversion level. This is where they've made it through. We've run some ads to them, and you can add more ads in here. This is just a basic level, you know, 3 ad step. You'll want to do more than 3 ads. And really quickly, if I show you guys over here, again, our funnel, let me do this real quick. If you look at the screen now, our funnel, you can see there's multiple ad steps here. This is just phase 1, then phase 2, phase 3. This is for if you have an e-commerce store, but it also applies, like cart page could easily be checkout page. Okay. So it applies to, you know, you have to figure out what's going to be the most amount of ads you should run. I recommend obviously doing more than 3 because you're going to want to send different styles of ad, different copy, different types of video, stuff like that. But that's the overall strategy. Okay. So now back to this. Now we're at the conversion stage. So we've run our consideration ads, we've run our awareness ads. Now we're at the conversion stage, right? But they still haven't bought. So this 50, let me get down. All right, this section of 50 people, basically what we're going to do is we know they're super interested because they've watched a ton of our videos. They've watched a majority of the videos, watching 75% and watching 50%, right? So now what we want to do is we want to make those people buy. We got to do something to get them to buy. The good thing is with this car washing example, they could be repeat customers super easy. We just got to show them why we're better than every other car wash out there, right? So this 50 people, we're going to offer them something big, like 50% off their first car wash, a free car wash, whatever. Like seriously, just get them in the door. So that way, you know, and actually that's not true. The free car wash might be a little much if I'm being honest, but I would say 50% off your first car wash, because if you give me free, that doesn't mean I'm going to be coming back. That could just mean I'm looking for something for free. But if you give me 50% off and I've been through this whole process, then I'm probably interested in getting my car washed, and I'm probably interested in paying for it at some point, right? So this group of people, we're going to target, again, you know, people who watched, where are we at? We did 50% or more from that video, 75% or more. So we could do a video, or we don't even have to do a video at this point. We could just do a straight, you know, photo with a cool thing with like, you know, 50% off, you know, whatever you want to build your photo out to be. You could do a video if you want. If you find video's just been working for your brand, it's really up to you. But you need to create some type of post. And this is where you run that conversion stage ad if you have a website where you can sell stuff. If you don't have a website where you can sell stuff, this is where you can do set an appointment type ad or a lead generation ad where you actually get them to submit their information to call in if you need them to call in. But do something here that's going to grab their attention, because it's better to have no sale, or it's better to have a sale than no sale at all, right? At least as long as your profit margins are profitable. And if we're considering this car washing company, then it's probably going to be profitable if we get these people to come in at a 50% off on their first wash, because if we do a good job, if we impress them, we provide good customer service, blah, 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 then they're going to come back and use us again and again, especially if it's like summertime, then they'll be there, you know, once every 2 weeks, once a month, something like that. So they're making that money back on that customer. You have to look at the customer, or the lifetime customer value, or customer lifetime value. Sorry, I always mix the words around. Sometimes I get dyslexic, and it's been a long day, so excuse me. But you want to increase the average order value, the customer lifetime value. All of those things are important. And by getting them in that first time, you're able to show them why your service is awesome, why they should use you over the competition, all of that. So I hope that makes sense. Now what happens is, say you don't offer them a 50% promotion. Again, you could just run an ad. Like here, you're giving them 5 reasons. You're telling them to go to your website and purchase something without a promotion or an offer. You could do the same thing at this level. You don't have to offer a 50% off promotion. What I do is I usually try to send more ads to get them to convert. So, you know, something like, hey, we're quick and easy. We're the quickest dealership around, or quickest car wash around. Just set up your appointment here. Make it super easy for them. Then, you know, if you're still running conversion ads and there's still those people who aren't buying, you should retarget people who saw those conversion ads, whether it's a photo post, you know, you can retarget people who saw that post or engage with that post. Or you can retarget people who, you know, watched a video. That's why I like video. It's easy to retarget people who take a specific action or watch a specific amount of video. And then you can retarget them and then offer that person the promotion. So that's really running a Facebook ads funnel or a sales funnel in a basic sense. Again, it gets more complicated than that. And it definitely can be time consuming. It takes a lot of practice to build audiences properly, to make sure that your pixel is tracking data correctly. So that way you're actually getting the right audiences. Just practice building audiences. A lot of people accidentally exclude people because they think it's supposed to be set up, you know, between a specific day period, and then they cut out other people in those periods. You know, that's where a lot of people mess up with those ads. But if you're having more questions, or if you have questions about running Facebook ad funnels, again, you can watch our video on YouTube. We have a whole series on Facebook ad funnels. There's a link for it actually in the description below. Like if you want a quick training on it, we have I think it's like an hour and a half or 2 hour training session on Facebook ad funnels. The description has that link for that funnel in the description below. It's under the free training section, I think. But that was a lot on Facebook ad funnels. So let's move on to another topic. Let's see. How can you increase your ad account limit? So this is a big issue because of the fact that Facebook is an asshole sometimes. And this is a big question that a lot of people have. How can you increase your ad account limit? Let me pull this back over to my screen so you guys can see the question. All right, so how do you increase your ad account limit? Basically, you need to get in touch with their support channel, which that's why they're an asshole, because they remove it on a regular basis. So if you go to and then you click right here under, oh no, you click help, and then you click still need help. Sorry, it was being retarded. All right, so you click help and then you still need help. Basically from here, you click support. And then if you scroll all the way to, oh God, they put email support back. So this is how you're going to want to get help or to get an increase in ad accounts. You can actually email them now. Sometimes they remove it, so I recommend you get on there and do it quickly while they have it up. Sometimes they actually have a chat option. I'm pretty sure it's off because it's past 9 p.m. now. So tomorrow morning at 9 a.m., at least 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, that's when they open this back up. So it might be there tomorrow morning. But guys, I'm telling you, like, while this is up, take advantage of it now. Get your ad account increase. It is not hard. You literally send them an email, say, hey, I have an agency account, include your ad account ID, include your business manager ID, which you can find all of that in Business Manager, and send them an email, send an email to support, and you will actually be able to get them to increase it for you. You just say, hey, I run a marketing agency. I'm trying to set up multiple ad accounts under my business manager, but I can't. Can you guys increase my ad account limit? And that's it. It literally takes like 2 days to get that done. Sometimes it's sometimes even quicker than that. But this is actually where you want to go to get a bunch of different support issues resolved. This is where I come to get support. So again, you just go to facebook.com/business/resources. Go to the very bottom and you'll see this little section right here. Ask Community kind of sucks because they're like people that they have in charge of the community group just aren't the great. They provide generic answers that never get you anything. So I recommend obviously this email support or chat support option. But that's how you get that ad account limit increased. So yeah. Do you guys offer Facebook inbox answers as a service into your packages? The answer to that question is very simple. It is yes, I definitely do. But they have to be, you know, spending like at least $3K a month, and that's just on Facebook. And that's really considering if they get a lot of inbox traffic. So if they're a company that gets a ton of people messaging them on a regular basis, like for example, with my brand, we get a ton of people messaging me on a regular basis. This is a really weird ad. I'm sorry, that just kind of threw me off right there. But if you get a lot of questions to your inbox, or if that business gets a lot of questions to their inbox, then this will be the perfect type of ad to run, or not ad to run, but the perfect service for your business to run. You'll want to set up rules and guidelines. That's the little tip for you guys. You want to set up rules and guidelines for, you know, answering inbox questions, what you will answer, what you won't answer. Sometimes things are sensitive. So you just want to make sure you set up clear rules of engagement with that person up front. Again, guys, I want to let you guys know, if you're just now hopping in, we are doing a giveaway again, obviously, for the Marketing Agency Mentorship course giveaway. So actually, I'm going to give away 2 tonight. So I'm feeling nice. I'm going to give away 2 mentorship course giveaways. We're about to do a question segment. So let me go ahead and get my questions up. Are you guys ready for a mentorship course giveaway? Nicholas, I'm sorry I can't give you a link to that Google slide. That's my presentation for this weekend, or for next week. So I'm not giving this away. Sorry, buddy. There's actually stuff in the description below about Facebook ads funnel. You can go ahead and sign up for that. And we actually send it out to you via email though. So that's a good way for you to get your hands on it. But if you guys are ready for a question and answer sequence, if you guys want to actually win the mentorship course giveaway, let me go ahead and see you guys write a comment in the comment box saying, yes, you're ready. If you don't say yes, you're ready, I'm not going to give it to you just because you didn't answer my question and you made me look dumb on the internet. No, I'm kidding. You didn't make me look dumb, but I probably still won't give it to you if you answer the question. Let me see a yes if you're ready for a question and answer series for a mentorship course giveaway. Because here's the thing I want you guys to understand right now. If you are ready, then you have to have done the following. This video, all right? Let me just go ahead and pull this up because some of y'all are. All right. This right here, this little like thing, hit that like thing right there. Do that. If you haven't liked this video, I'm not going to let you in. Next thing is right. Oh, dang it. I don't have it. Right here, you should see subscribe. Hit that subscribe button as well as the bell so that way you can get notifications to when our course, or not when our course, but when our channel gives away free content, when we do updates, when we do these free giveaways, because it could help you be the lucky winner of a course that is easily worth the mentorship course. Like once you get in, it is easily worth, like it's $100 a month, but the content that we already have inside, plus the month of training that you're going to get with me live, is easily worth probably $500. We could easily sell what we're giving away for $500 because this is intermediate level training. And it comes already slam packed with a ton of content for you to start off with, plus the 4 live trainings that you're going to get. So again, like that video, make sure you do that. Outside of that, if you don't mind sharing this video to your personal Facebook page, that would be awesome as well. So the question I have for you is, here's the question, guys. Are you ready? The question is, what were the 3 levels of the sales funnel in order from top to bottom that we just discussed on this video? If you just hopped on, I feel bad for you. It's actually on Facebook's ad objectives. It's at the very top of Facebook ad objectives if you're in Ads Manager. But what are the 3 levels of the sales funnel that we just discussed for Facebook ads? You might want to answer them all in one question, so that way I know that you need all 3 of them from top to bottom. We just went over them. Sarah looks like she won herself a mentorship course giveaway. You guys got to be paying attention. I'm telling you, it is super important to pay attention to what we talk about in these lives, because I base the questions that I pull I base the questions that I ask here for this giveaway. Ooh, dang, Sarah, I might have spoke too soon. She said conversation. I'm going to hope here. I'm going to be nice. I'm going to hope that you did a typo on your phone. And I'm going to give it to you. Let's just hope it was a typo. If it isn't a typo, then you better just say, yeah, it was a typo. And I'm just going to take it for it was a typo. I know what you were going for, and you were just a little bit off on the word. So that's not a big deal. We're going to give away one more though, before the end of this video. So you guys don't worry. We will give away one more. But Sarah, congratulations. Make sure that you reach out to my business page on Facebook, which is right here. Make sure you go to this page right here and shoot me a message. You will see send message on here if you're on your mobile phone. I believe you should see it as well if you're on your desktop too. But both of them said conversation. Oh, they both did. That's funny. But send a message to this page and I will get you a promo code after this live event. What time is it? Because I've been working all damn day. Oh, yeah, we're almost done. So, guys, that's pretty much it for this. So let me go ahead and ask one more question, because I did say I was going to give away 2. We'll ask one more question, so we'll have one more winner really quick. Want to make sure I give away 2. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Whoops, I went way too far down. All right. What is the process? We just went over this one. What is the process to increase your ad account limit? What is the process to increase your ad account limit? Who do you need to reach out to? Okay, that's what I want to know. Who do you need to reach out to? This is pretty straightforward. If you guys can't get this one, then I just honestly, I give up on all of you, and I'm going to quit doing these YouTube live videos. Email Facebook. You message Facebook. Well, Nicholas, it looks like you won the mentorship course giveaway. I'm going to accept email Facebook because it's been a long day. Actually, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be really nice. Dustin Frame, I'm actually going to give you a course as well. I'm going to do 3 tonight. So, Nicholas, yes, you are right. I wanted something more specific. where you actually say you email Facebook ads support, because that is a little different. Facebook has a support channel that is for personal pages, people who have issues there, but there's also their support channel. So that's key for you guys to know. It's actually that you email or message Facebook ad support. So Dustin Frame, you actually just won a mentorship course as well. Nicholas, I'm going to go ahead and let you slide just because it's been a great week for us here at Serial Entrepreneur Academy. And I'm going to give you a mentorship course as well. So all three of you, make sure you message me again at this page right here, not the group. Not the group. We're going to go to the business page, go to this business page and actually send me a message. Don't write me a post. Don't send me a message to my personal page or I'm going to revoke your damn thing. People do that shit. Like, seriously, I will talk to someone and say, yeah, message my Facebook page, my business Facebook page, and then they message my personal page. Dank, don't worry, guys. It's all good. We're doing these giveaways every single week because I know the value of the course. Here's the thing. The reason why I give this away is because once I give it away and you guys get in the actual mentorship group and you see the content that we give away and the content that's inside the group, trust me, you're going to want to stay involved in that mentorship program because of the fact that, again, there's just too much value in these videos and in the documents that I put together. That you guys are, trust me, you're just going to want to stay in the group. So I know it's worth it for me on the back end. And I'm also not opposed to giving you guys a free month. And a bunch of free content because you guys are the ones who drive my channel. You drive the traffic. You help me promote my stuff. So I do appreciate it. So I'm going to get out of here, guys. Actually, hang on one second. Before I get out of here, let me do one thing because I always try to do this. All right, now that you can see me, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. I hope this was an informational session for you. I hope you learned something about some of the ad agency, questions that we get. I hope you learned something about running Facebook ads in general. That was a really cool segment. So if you missed what's back here on this whiteboard, don't worry. You can actually watch the replay here in about, 5 minutes, maybe 10 minutes at the most. This replay will be up. You can watch where we went through this whole example of building a Facebook ads funnel. But outside of that, guys, thank you all for playing in this episode of Jeopardy. No, I'm kidding. Thank you guys for joining the channel. Last little notes, make sure you click subscribe down below and then that notification bell so you can get updates on when we run these live events and give away free stuff, plus all of the free content that we give away on our channel. Last little thing, some notes I want to caution you guys on if you weren't here in the beginning of the video. We are increasing the course price from $3.99 to $5.99. So make sure you get in before that price increases. It is happening here in probably the next 25 days-ish. And it's not saying that it's going to go all 25 days. I haven't decided. We have to get some stuff set up. So depends on how quickly we can get that stuff set up, which I would imagine will be done here in the next week and a half. The course price will be going up to $5.99. So make sure you jump in that before the course price increases. The last thing is we are starting a personal branding course. Woo! So if you want to learn how to run a YouTube channel like this, get a bunch of engagement, get a bunch of followers, and then build a personal brand in something you're passionate about, make sure you stay tuned because we're giving away early access to that course. It's going to be it's going to be $2.99 for early access. The course price, we're including Maxwell Finn, Jeremy Adams. These guys are more than likely going to be on the course in some form or fashion. We've been talking to Sean Bossler. So if you've seen Ty Lopez's course, Sean Bossler did some information on there about email automations, email campaigns. We're talking about him coming on to do more in-depth training about email automations and campaigns. So he's going to be huge. Obviously, we're putting together a ton of content on how to create content, how to do research, how to build an audience, how to build a community. So we're giving that away for $2.99, but the course price is going to very quickly jump up to $5.99, $9.99, upwards of $12.99 for this course because we know what the value is going to be like. And we know how much money you can make on a personal branding course. If I told you that in the next year, you could be making $15,000 to $20,000 per month on a personal branding course, trust me, it would be worth that $1,299 that you spend on a course. So make sure you stay tuned in that mentorship group, not the mentorship group, sorry, the public group that I showed you guys, Serial Entrepreneur, SMMA and Digital Marketing Help Group. Make sure you stay active in that group because that's where we're releasing updates about this, as well as on my business Facebook page. That is the last page that I was showing you where you guys need to message me at. Make sure you stay tuned there because we're going to be doing updates about early access to that course. And if you want early access, shoot me a message and let me know because we can add you to a list of almost 20 people that have requested early access to this course. So thank you, everybody, for joining me. Again, check the description below because there's all kinds of free content down there, funnels, training, stuff like that we give away for free. Make sure to check that out. But I will see you guys next Thursday where we will be doing another live Q&A session plus a mentorship course giveaway. So if you didn't win this time, don't worry. You still have next week and the week after that and the week after that and the week after that to try and win a mentorship course. But I'm going to get out of here and go get some rest. I have another long training session, a one-on-one training session in person tomorrow. He's actually been here all day in my office. If you guys are interested in some one-on-one training like that, it is more expensive, but Devin will be the first to tell you it was completely worth it. Everything that he said today was just like, wow, I didn't even think of that. I didn't even think of that. You taught me so much. So if you guys are looking to get something like that, it's super valuable. You learn more than you learn in any of these videos that I put together in an in-person training, because again, we get this training across very quickly. And I created a personalized lesson plan or action plan for his business and for, you know, what he's specifically looking to do. So if that's something that sounds like it's about up your alley, shoot me a message at my business manager page or at my Facebook business page, Serial Entrepreneur Jordan Steen, and we can get you set up for that too. All right, guys, I'm getting out of here for all this time. I will see you on the next live video. Serial Entrepreneur out. Later.